Hello everyone and welcome to video 2 of 100. As you guys might be aware of, I am recording 100 videos about SEO and marketing, content marketing, AI, and really these videos are a complete challenge for me. And when I set out and planned this project, and I'm only at number 2, so bear with me, but when I planned this project, I decided to create content clusters for the videos that I wanted to record. So one of the content clusters I'm going to try to talk about every single week is SEO news. And as you know, if you go to my website, jasonpizzett.com/news, you can get every single week a curated collection of up-to-date, digested SEO news with tailored recommendations. So from last week, there were a few really important updates I'm just going to quickly go through, and hopefully these are relevant for your industry. And if they're not, they'll definitely be relevant if you are in SEO or in digital marketing and you want to stay up to speed with what is going on in the SEO industry, and basically just a handpicked top you might see some of the top SEO news that you should be aware of. First of all, Google is going through a massive update over the last couple of weeks. I think by the end of next week, second week of August, we should see this trend complete. But ultimately, the last couple of weeks have been very volatile. We've seen rankings going up and down, and really, it's just interesting to see these fluctuations. Don't panic. There isn't anything that we can actually do from our end in regards to being on the, you might say, the webmaster or your website or your content. There's nothing really you can do other than just analyze the fluctuations and just keep creating and maintaining your website, keep creating content, and just focus on pushing through these updates and not really being too concerned about any of the, you might say, lower lows or higher highs. Now, there is one thing that you can take away from this is document and create, you might say, notes either in Google Analytics or in a separate application when you get these updates to see how it affects your site, and specifically how does it affect your domain authority, how does it affect, you might say, fluctuations in your organic visibility that you should be able to see either in impressions or in clicks or click-through rates on your Google Search Console. So just document them, and as these different algorithm updates are rolled out in the next couple of months, next couple of years, it's kind of cool to have a track record. Now, second big update that I want to talk about is Reddit blocks Bing and other major search engines. Now, this is huge. Basically, Reddit has signed a huge deal. I think it's around $60 or $65 million with Google. And basically what they're letting is they are letting Google track and crawl their website and display their content in the search engines, but they're removing everybody else. Now, this is because they are trying to create a partnership with Google and with Google's audience, and both of the major platforms leverage each other's communities. Now, of course, Reddit is way smaller than Google, but it's a great way for Reddit's, you might say, very strong following to leverage the platform and to keep within, you might say, the Google framework or the Google ecosystem. And I really think that what we will see is more and more unique websites like Reddit and other, you might say, sub-communities become more exclusive about where their content is indexed. Now, when you're at the size of a community like Reddit and you've created that, you might say, cult-like following, I think it's very important for websites to maintain that exclusiveness, and sometimes making these strategic moves is productive or is efficient to really, creating that sense of exclusiveness or that sense of quality content. And I think really this is the direction that Reddit is taking. That's why they've partnered with Google, and of course, a $60 million check goes a long way. Now, another big update is Microsoft is rolling out generative search experience, very similar to what Google's doing with AI Overview. Now, I do think this is, again, supporting the future, the healthy future of search results with AI. And again, there's so much for us to talk about in this area, and I'll do a separate video on this. I actually have a webinar if you want to sign up to that. I have a webinar on Google AI Overview. But ultimately, as we roll this out, I don't think anyone really knows how search engines and users on search engines are going to exactly behave towards this. But these massive updates are really going to change the way users interact with content on search engines, including, in this case, Microsoft, but whether or not we see, Microsoft being roll these changes out and actually deploy all of the changes as they are in the test version, we don't know, because probably in the test version, a bunch of things are going to change for when the actual real prototype is rolled out into the search engines. But most importantly is to keep your content focused on your industry, on your niche. Make sure you have semantic overlapping content. Make sure you have long tail as well as short tail keywords. And most importantly, continue to create authority in your space. Now, the last update I want to talk about is OpenAI introducing Search GPT. Now, this again is a really big update, but as you know, OpenAI has really, rolled this out. And again, I understand this is still like a test, a prototype, but the goal here is to create, real-time relevant search results, linking to and citing to resources, which makes it very different to ChatGPT. And although it's only available via waitlist at the moment, at the time of this video, it is still going to be really interesting to see how this performs in comparison with other major search engines like Microsoft Bing and Google Search. But with that being said, I do think that bringing together AI and that curated search results, that experience you get in Google when you do a really nice research and you find results that you are actually looking for, is going to be very, very interesting to see how this translates to site experience, and obviously site data and site analytics. Now, one of the important things about this is it will be very important. One of the most important things about this is that OpenAI and most importantly, Search GPT, what data are they going to give to webmasters? What data are they going to give to someone like your website owner? What data are they going to give to website owners? Are they going to give you click-through rates, impressions, what type of data are we going to get? Or is it going to be a black box? Now, I think that's going to become very interesting. And again, the combination of search results and AI-generated snippets, I think is super for the user experience. But again, if you want an in-depth response, if you want to do something research, if you want to do some in-depth research, then obviously you're going to have to take that step further. Now, I think they serve different types of searches and different intents, but nevertheless, I do think this is a major update. So that's the updates for this week, guys. I'll see you next week on my SEO updates, and hope you're enjoying these 100 videos, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.